I'd like to start by saying that the gospel today is very consoling. Consoling because it is one of the passages where the Lord declares with no hesitation, I am. I am is a declaration of constancy. When you say I am not, bali ganito ako, as we say in Tagalog, parang murag sa Cebuano. Hindi rin I claim. But the Lord declares with no uncertainty, I am. I am the true vine, and you are the branches. Pag sinabi nating para akong puno ng ubas, that is hesitation. That is inconstancy. That is lacking in belief in oneself. But the Lord knew who He was. And He claims, I am the true vine. That's constancy for you. Elsewhere in the Gospel of John that we will be hearing soon, He tells, I call you friends. Hindi ko kayo dabarkads, hindi kahosa, at lalong hindi kawatan. I call you friends. Friends and disciples. What more can we ask for? When the Lord calls us with an intimate title such as friends, and not just disciples. This is the only time when the Lord calls His disciples friends, and I feel consoled. In addition to constancy, I speak of consolation today. But then He says, I am the true vine. What is that all about? It is not about being peke. It is not about false narratives. It is not about fake news. It is not about being symbolic. He didn't say, I am the symbol of the true vine. He didn't say, I am the symbol of the bread and the body. This bread, He says, is my body. He didn't say, this bread is the symbol of my body. The declaration of truth. The conviction of truth. And the conviction that He leads us to this morning is a conviction of connection. I am the true vine, and those who remain in me, He says, as I remain in you. It has to do with deep connection. And then the fourth C that I'd like to leave with you this morning, it is command. He didn't say, dais kayo sa tabi ko in may Cavite, Tagalog. Hini kayo, hindi niya sinabing, dito kayo sa aking tabi. But He said, maanaa kamo. Manatili kayo sa akin. And ang maanaa, ibig sabihin niyan ay abiding presence. Remain in me. Remaining in me doesn't mean mag-eyeball tayo sa Starbucks. This is what young people do. Connection doesn't mean mag-log in ka. The reality of our lives is that we are wired 24/7. But being wired 24/7 in your gadget doesn't mean you are meaningfully connected. Because you can cancel out somebody. You can remove somebody from your digital address books. And you can cancel out people from your lives electronically. Sin zone, you know that. You pretend not to have seen, and it's all over TikTok. It's all on the public domain. But the Lord says, remain in me. And this is not just doing an eyeball to dabarkads, yung mga kakosa, yung mga kawatan, yung mga kainuman, yung mga kasama mo, whether for good or for bad. I would like to think that today's gospel speaks to each and every one of us. Why? Because we have so many temporary friends. The word friend in the English language has been changed forever by social media. You've got friends from all over the world. I got so-called friends who follow me in Mexico, and they look at my homilies and they translate it to Spanish. They tell me. I have friends in the Visayas who, when they meet me, say, I read your Tagalog homilies, and all I need to do is translate it to Visayan, and I'm done for the day. We are not friends. We are wired together, but we are not connected. The Lord tells us what this meaningful connection is all about. It all has to do with commitment. And that's the last C word for today. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches, and whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit. The reality about pruning, that's almost a hurtful word. I thought the Lord was calling us friends. I thought the Lord was calling us to remain in him. But then there is a hard thing that he has to do, which he does, and he prunes. Ano yan? Well, I take my lessons from my father, who is by vocation a farmer, but by avocation an accountant and a government employee. Back in the day, he was a mathematician, much better than all of us. But then what did I learn from him? He was planting coffee at 11 years old with his only brother, who was 9 or 10. And before his brother reached the 10th year of his existence, he got typhoid fever by drinking poisoned water, polluted water, because they were poor. And he died of typhoid fever. But what did I learn from the two of them? They taught us as children that if you allow coffee plants to grow unpruned at hindi mo sinusuluyan, tinatanggal ang suloy na sumusuloy sa puno ng kape, mamumulaklak ng sagana, bubuyang-yang, magiging madahon, mabulaklak, pero walang bunga, kakaunti ang bunga. You need to prune. Bakit? Kinakailangan ng suloy, tanggalin ang suloy upang magtuloy ang buhay at dumaloy ang biyaya. Anong ibig sabihin nito ng you are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you? This has to do with a difficult task, that if we are connected with the Lord, then we are connected to no one else but God. Hindi tayo pwedeng mamangka sa dalawang ilog. Hindi pwedeng sabihin natin, I believe in God, but I also believe in pongsoy. You cannot say, I believe in God, but I believe in our province, we call it sanghiyang, when you call the spirits of the dead, to allow them to talk to you and tell about your future. It is doing activities that are connected not with the Lord, but with the occult. The Lord tells us to remain in him, and that is a command. And that is a commitment. Therefore, today I'd leave you with 3 last Tagalog words. I am the true vine, constancy, katatagan. Kinakailangan nating manatiling karugtong, hugpungan. Kinakailangan nating nakahugpong, nakakonekta sa Panginoon tuwina. At bakit? Sapagkat ang salalay sa manatag na pundasyon at nakahukpong sa tunay na puno ng ubas ay siyang dadaanan ng daluyan, ng biyaya at buhay na ating hinahanap at minimithi. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. I have words of constancy. I told you words of connection. I told you words also of consolation, but I end with a word of commitment. And that commitment is both on the part of God and the part of you and me.